Okay, in this lesson 4, there's also one grammar that's being introduced, which is toka and ya. So, if you read this sentence, kaban toka, yofuku toka, kutsu toka kaitai desu. That means kaitai is want to buy, right? In the previous video. So, kaban is a bag, yofuku are clothes, kutsu are shoes. So basically, this person says that wants to buy things such as kaban, yofuku, kutsu. Then in the second sentence using ya, you see Shibuya, Harajuku, Akihabara are lively. And in this case, you also use these places such as Shibuya, Harajuku, Akihabara are lively. So both toka and ya kinds of like give examples. Even in English, we have variations of the same type. For example, such as, the places such as, or like, the places like Shibuya, Harajuku. So over here, we also have toka and ya. However, there might be some differences between the two. Okay, please ignore the first line, I love shopping first. This is for illustration purposes. Okay, first when you actually look at both sentences, okay, make sure that you understand both sentences first. If not, you pause them. Okay. The first difference is that toka is usually used more for examples. So, for example, if a person asks you, hey, you're buying something, right? What are you going to buy? So you say, kaban toka, yofuku toka, kutsu toka. So you're kind of like listing examples, but there's always a precursor. That means someone would have already known the background, like already know that you are actually going to buy something. Or if you have a precursor, for example, you tell people, I love shopping. That's when the first sentence comes into effect. Watashi wa, which means I, kaimono, which means shopping, ga suki desu. So I love shopping. Watashi wa kaimono ga suki desu. Then you can say, oh, and I want to buy a lot of stuff. Then you can go on ahead without anyone asking to say, I want to buy a bag, I want to buy clothes, I want to buy shoes. So all this requires some kind of precursor. So again, this toka is usually used for examples, usually with some kind of a precursor, background knowledge that you are interested in that field. Whereas for ya, right, you can use it generally. So for example, this is actually two sentences together. I like shopping. So this is a precursor. Then after which you actually say you want to buy all this. So these are actually separated into two sentences. So for ya, right, usually it's just one sentence. It's very general. Maybe you can say kaban ya, yofuku ya, kutsu o kaitai desu. Just without any precursor, you just say that if you want to buy some stuff. Okay, so but I think a better example rather than a kaitai desu, because it seems very abrupt, without any background. So for example, this person says Shibuya, Harajuku and Akihabara are lively. Nigiyaka is lively. It is a na adjective. So if you look at this sentence, right, it's pretty general. You don't need any precursor. I mean, I hope you know what these places are. These places are very famous in Japan, in Tokyo itself. So you don't really need a kind of precursor. So another thing that you might want to take note of is toka, these examples, right? So you do not have to say out so many items. You can be used for just one item. For example, you say kaban toka. Whereas for ya, right, usually it's many items. Okay. Other than this, there's also nado. Okay. Nado is usually used for ya rather than toka. So toka, they don't really use nado. Why? For example, okay, toka is actually listing examples, right? So why do you need nado? Nado means etc. So if you are listing examples, you don't really need etc. Whereas, this is quite general. Say, Shibuya, ya, Harajuku, ya, Akihabara, you can add a Nado. Nado wa nigiyaka desu. So you're saying that, hey, these places, etc. are lively. So you're suggesting that there are many other places in Tokyo that might be lively. So it is more often used for ya than toka. And the last thing that I want you to take note of, wish you to take note of is, if you look carefully, where is toka? Toka, there are 3 items here and toka is used 3 times. It's actually put after the first item, second item, and third item. But for the ya, right, you actually only use it twice, although there are 3 items there. So you don't put ya after Akihabara. You just continue on with your sentence. Wa nigiyaka desu. For toka, you omit the o. By right for kaitai, you usually say, for example, kutsu o kaitai desu. But if you are listing, right, you omit the o, you put a toka. For ya, you just leave it as it is wa. But you can add a nado after Akihabara. That's all.